Hi there, Unite for Our Community. Sue Weldon here. I'm here with Monica Horner, who's our Special Events Associate. And we have two incredible guests with us today. They're from the VW dealerships all across, actually in the South Jersey area, Philadelphia area, but they are doing an outreach that is extending across the nation. And I am here with Tom and Stacie. Thank you for joining us. What you both have done, remarkable. We cannot tell you how many women we are now going to be able to serve, and during COVID when they need us the most, because of this outreach that you put together. So Stacie, I thought I'd start with you, if you don't mind, and share a little bit of your story. Monica's been working with you and putting this event together behind the scenes. Really just, just being a sounding board, because you're just doing it all. And we are so impressed.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you. I was diagnosed back in June. I had found a lump myself back in April when we were under pandemic, right? We were not even a full month into lockdown. And I just remember, just discovering something that wasn't there before. It wasn't right. And, but given it being the pandemic, what are we going to do? Nothing. Everything's closed. So it wasn't until the end of May, right after my 37th birthday, that I was able to get in to see my gynecologist, who then immediately recommended, a biopsy. And on June 1st, I received a call that I was diagnosed with triple negative invasive stage 2 breast cancer. One of those things where it is not even on your radar at 37, but definitely as a woman, just nothing we ever think is going to happen to us. And I just remember going through this from the beginning, working with my hospital, having everyone reaching out. So much love and support came from the community. Once you become part of this club, there's just so much depth to this community, and Unite for Her was one of those organizations that reached out and helped lift me up. I think that my journey, which is nowhere near over, I still have 4 rounds of chemo left. I still have surgeries, plural. I've got a lot of things left to do in my own journey, but at this point, I just recall getting that package from Unite for Her and meeting and corresponding with, and just having so many wonderful people in your organization, that I remember thinking to myself, I know my journey's not over. I want to give back now. And I worked with my company, who came to me as actually recommended. I recommended your organization, but they came to me looking for recommendations. Stacie, we want to help. In this movement with breast cancer being October, I said, absolutely, here's a recommendation. And these are all the wonderful things they've done for me. So, I'm just so thrilled that I can give back. We have so many dealerships in our tri-state area that have already started to jump on board if they've already made large donations. Or we have the Fred Beans organization that has put together a Jeans Day. They have 1,800, I think, employees and multiple dealerships across our area to all for Unite for Her and in my honor. And it's just been so wonderful. And like I said, there's Tom McMenamin, who is a store in South Jersey, which is where I used to cover for about 5 years. He and I have become close friends, and this is a disease that is close to his heart, given that his sister was diagnosed. He is a store that helped launch kind of back Volkswagen, our Northeast office, by vowing to match, kind of make it a challenge amongst the dealerships in the Northeast.
Love it.
He said he would match any dealership, up to a certain amount. And kind of one thing you know about our area, we're all very competitive, especially Tom, as he is the #1 volume dealer in the Northeast. So he is, of all people, he is very competitive. So I think this is a really cool spin on it. it kind of has his little flair. And really, with all of the dealerships in our area, Volkswagen stores, all of the Volkswagen employees in the Northeast region, I mean, they've just rallied behind this, and
Truly, it's
it
like
just makes me
family.
feel,
Yeah.
they are 100%. It's just an extension of my family.
Oh, so good. So good. Well, Tom, I'd love to hear your story. I know that, Stacie said once you jumped on board, it just took it to a whole new level, and gotta love that competitive edge. So thank you for being a type A.
Yes, absolutely. No, it's a pleasure. So, yeah, when we first found out this, typically in the month of October, we do a breast cancer awareness event at our dealership, and basically we raise money, as much money as we possibly can, and donate it to the American Cancer Society. When this happened during the pandemic, we were unable to have a staffed event at our dealership. Stacie was diagnosed, and it basically touched everyone in the VW community. So
Yeah.
I reached out to Stacie and said, what do you want to do? What event, what charity, what are your thoughts? And just kind of bouncing things off of her. And she had mentioned your charity, and I read about it, did some research on it. I thought it was going to be great. I thought it would be awesome. And so basically what Stacie did, she recommended it to the region. The region, I believe, was going to match any employee donation to raise money for the charity. And I wanted to take it one step further. And basically, since we could not do our in dealership event, I said what we would do is we'll challenge every dealer.
That's amazing. And how many dealers is that, Tom?
So it's Stace, I believe in the region, it's what, 206, 201, something like that.
Yeah.
So we challenged them, and whoever could raise the most possible money, we would match that donation up to $10,000. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just see this being this leader. I mean, talk about a philanthropic give. When everybody comes together, like, we're stronger together, right? And like for us, like, it is key. Our fundraising model has changed. We're doing everything virtual. We're doing our chef and wine tasting event virtual. Like we're doing a fashion show virtual, but it's working, Tom, and it's working. So, for us to know that we have this coming in, that if we fall short, that we're still going to make our budget. I know Monica, the whole team, like, we are truly honored. Tom, tell me a little bit about your sister. It's close to home for you.
Yes, definitely is. So my sister was diagnosed. I've been doing an event for about 12 years now. So she was diagnosed at the age of 27. And since then, it really touched me, and wanted to do as much as I could for the community, for every woman, every man that's out there, just to raise awareness. There's a lot of people that don't know what they need to do to get checked, any type of symptoms that they're having, or where they could go to get some help. And I felt that by raising as much money as we could, possibly find a cure someday as well.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Well, thank you. We appreciate it. And I'm grateful. And, this time of year, it's a lot for our women. They're being diagnosed is isolating, right? And there's so many challenges, and then you put COVID on top of it. And that's where we just felt like we got to figure it out, and that's where we took our whole wellness conference and we mailed it to you, Stacie. That's what you got in that box, and a year's worth of therapies. So I am glad we can serve you. And I know I speak for Monica as well. Monica, thanks for connecting and putting this all together, with Stacie.
Oh no, Stacie and Blake and now Tom, they've been also wonderful and easy to work with. And I told Stacie many times, you can feel just how much her community loves her and supports her and wants to do this for her.
Yeah, totally. Stacie, if people just want to jump in and get involved, what can they do?
So we have a website, a landing page for Volkswagen, which I've been posting. But going on to Unite for Her website, I just think your hope boxes, whether it be just the cookbook, whether it be that just a little box, I think that such a small amount of money goes a long way. And I just love the fact that whether it's near or far, we're not only able to reach everybody within our area. And like, for example, I'm located in Doylestown, and Tom would be in South Jersey. Being able to reach people across the country now, I mean, you guys are really amazing. And I think that this little box of hope goes a long way, but reaching out in any way, shape or form. I mean, I just, if you know anyone, any woman, any man, anybody who's recently been diagnosed, you know, the pandemic has really made it a little bit more difficult than usual. All of your appointments, all of your treatment, everything's alone. And I think just whether it be a card, whether it be a crossword puzzle, whether it be a meal, and even if they say no, because I can assure you I said no a lot. I thought, you know, mama too, I got this. Cancer's not going to hold me down. I can handle myself. No, you know, they need support and love. And I just, you know, think Unite for Her takes it to the next level by supporting women and women with breast and ovarian cancer during their journeys, to really hold their hands and let them know they're not alone. And I just can't thank you guys enough for everything that you do. And you're reminding me to resend my link today to make sure we reach as many people as we can.
So good. Well, Tom and Stacie, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for the efforts, and just, you know, VW, what an incredible family, you know, that's rallying around those employees that they love and work with, and in the community that you know, live and work and now serve. So our hat goes off to you, and it really is remarkable. Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you.
All righty.
Thank you.